Yep. Literally nothing. All right, the new exhaust. Gorgeous morning out here, folks. Gorgeous weather and gorgeous trucks. The Silverado ZR2 got her sort of cleaned up after Roush. We got a photo shoot going on for Brink Wheels. Big shout out to them. If you guys want my wheels, by the way, RFR, use that code at checkout. You get 30% off. One of the best deals for such high quality wheels I've ever seen. So make sure you check that out. Yes, we're out here at the land. I was able to find a local farmer who would come out and mow this property for free. You guys have seen the land before with the tall grass. It was insane. This is me trying to drive through it. It really damaged the front bumper of the truck. These need buffed out. I don't know if they're scratches, but they're definitely embedded enough that even our soot remover doesn't remove them. So probably some damage to the paint. Definitely gonna have to take this to a detailer to get that all fixed up. The gloss black bumper looks so good, but man, is it susceptible to damage. We got the Ram 2500. I took this over to my house a couple weeks ago just for a review video, and guess who stopped by to react to not only this, but the new wrap on the Colorado ZR2. So if you guys want to see that, start to get hyped. This is the, I say this every time, but she keeps giving me more content. Probably not the Karen finale, but this is like the biggest and craziest one we've ever filmed, because I finally caught her coming onto my property, taking pictures of the vehicle, saying she's gonna call the cops, throwing a fit, and I was able to run out and confront her. So we got that all on camera. Make sure you guys check that out whenever it drops. Should be possibly the next video. And finally, my Jeep Cherokee. Can you guys notice something a little bit here? Mike was nice enough whenever the farmer came to move this for me, and it was really cool because he has it like stance. See how the wheels cut in? It's nice and stance for pictures. Looks great until you get to this side, and it's also stance for pictures. So it's like a universal, like every angle of this just looks great. So both the wheels pointed in, little ka-chow going on here. So something is horribly broken. Luckily, Mike is a great friend, and I'm for a $100 part, literally gave me all the money for what the Jeep's worth, which is crazy. So we're gonna have to do something nice for him because that's a little overkill. Once we get that fixed, the Jeep will be back up and running. Take this thing out to Roush Creek and have a blast with it, because I hate beating up on my Silverado ZR2, which unfortunately is pretty beat up. As you guys can see from the title, this thing has to get sent in for major repairs. I mentioned it in a previous video how something was not right with this machine. If I thought it was maybe the lifters or the transmission, and it's so unfortunate that the 6.2, their big flagship powerhouse, has so many problems with it. And I'll show you guys what I've been experiencing and what mechanics said they're gonna have to do to fix this problem. I absolutely hate bombarding my fans with ads, but you know what? It helps me pay for the channel, also hooks you guys up with insane deals, so I don't want you guys to miss out on this one. Buy any one of the products above my head, and you're automatically entered to win the Carbon 65, one of the rarest Corvettes on the planet. 1 of 50 because it's a manual, and this insane C6 Zr1. So if you guys want in on that, buy any one of the products, like I mentioned, times 20 entries right now for both vehicles. You only have a couple days left. My fans have won before with these giveaways, and I don't want you to miss out, so make sure you get on this. Change your life with times 20 entries. If you guys give even an ounce of a shit about my personal life, you guys, if you haven't seen this video up in the top right, it's somewhere around here. I bought this property from Mike. He was nice enough to give me a huge deal on it. We have it cordoned off, and wherever you see tall grass, including this little cut down area up front here, is everything that I own, or at least would have owned. We can't subdivide this. There's all these problems with the township. If you guys want to check that video out, maybe you guys can give me some advice, because it seems like at this moment, due to local government regulations and all this crap, I will not be able to move to my dream piece of property. But you guys sort of get an idea of what it would have been. From that stake right there where the grass is cut, all the way down the hill and over to the forest there. And then my home sitting right around here somewhere. But unfortunately, seems like that time has passed. Truck fires up just fine. No issues or stutter at idle. The RPMs hold pretty steady, even though that those digital displays aren't like super sensitive. They sort of give you an average every 3 seconds, it seems, the response time. Now for the mile per hour, those are instant. Miles per gallon has actually gone up a little bit. I was averaging 11.3, now 14.1, which is surprising because more often I've been getting on the truck because I want to hear the exhaust sound. It sounds so good. No check engine lights. Pressure gauges are all good. No issues from the computer system coming from the truck. Everything sounds and works just fine when it's in park. Now with the vehicle moving, we should be good here for a little bit. It only does it every once in a while, which is what's so frustrating. I wish if it was gonna fail, it would fail constantly or just completely break down. Drama videos do the best, but this is one I'm hoping doesn't happen, and that is the fact that Chevy will come back and say, hey, the part might not be working perfectly, but you know what? It's not not broken. Chevy likes to see fully broken parts. That's what they want, because then it confirms in their minds like, hey, it's broken, or it'll last long enough to outlast the warranty, and then they don't have to fix it. I'm not saying that's the case, but it seems to be that way with GM, which is very unfortunate. It's gonna be really tough for me to get this on camera, but it happens so often. The stuttering that I mentioned has gotten way worse. With the new exhaust, you can hear it even more. The RPMs fluctuate so much. It sounds like it has a cam almost. Like that's how it's like do. It's a very weird skip and stutter. Lifters and you guys can argue in the comments, because so many different people have said, oh, it's lifters. Oh, it's the what is it? The DOD system, the Department of Defense system. No, there's a system that deactivates cylinder deactivation. It's a fuel management system, I'm pretty sure. And they said that was a problem, where certain cylinders are not being told to shut off correctly, or something's messed up in the timing. That truck's known to have issues with that too, or the transmission. Well, now something is definitely seriously wrong here. She was acting really funny, so I hopped off the highway, checked her out at the gas station. I'm not gonna be able to diagnose it because it wasn't able to replicate the issue, and now I've completely lost power. Obviously still have battery and stuff like that because we got the 4-ways on, but the engine just doesn't turn over. It's shut off. Yep. Literally nothing. Insane. I got nothing. That is extremely weird. It's like if it's the engine or computer detecting that there is a malfunction with something and it's not letting the engine turn over, you think it would say there'd be a reason for it. It would tell you on the dash like, hey, the engine's not turning over because of this. For your engine just to not start, something weird like this, where it's a battery but that's not it, or an alternator going out on a brand new vehicle like this, just not the case. Especially with the problems we had, this has to be related to that. It'd be too much of a coincidence for it not to be what we've been dealing with here in the past. So this sucks. Nothing. Hold it in. Chevy has officially let me sit on a brand new truck with 4,000 miles on it. Well, this is beyond stupid. This is where we're at in life now. I buy new trucks. They're insanely expensive, and they break down and leave me on the side of the highway with expensive towing bills to get them fixed. Hopefully this is covered under warranty. I still have no update on the truck. This just happened yesterday. Crazy, man. I never had vehicle problems. I've been on Team Chevy now for a little bit. Had no complaints with the ZR2. No issues. That thing took it. Whatever I threw at it, I just must have a lemon here with the 6.2, and the fact that it broke down let me sit with it. It's just crazy. You buy an expensive truck and you have expensive towing bills to go with it. It's not. The payment I have for that truck is more than my mortgage payment, and the fact that it's in a garage right now being fixed is just ludicrous. That should not happen, but you know, it's tough for companies to find good help in this day and age. Doesn't seem like people want to really put in the effort. I'm assuming that's what happened. Just someone not turning the wrench right, or marking their P's and Q's. Someone at the factory just not going over the full checklist and missing something here for quality control with GM. Just very, very unfortunate. But you know, we're going to bounce back from this. I'm thinking, I know this is going to upset a lot of people. The Tacoma is still on the radar, but I'm thinking honestly about getting rid of the Silverado ZR2. The viewership for it's sort of lacking, even on my off-roading videos. If you guys want to support that one for whatever reason didn't do so hot. All my off-roading videos kill it. That one's pretty cool. For whatever reason, the algorithm didn't do it, or fans just don't want to see content on the Silverado ZR2, which is fine. That's no problem. We'll head back to the midsize truck. I have no problem getting a 2023 2024 ZR2 Colorado Bison. I have no problem doing that. I almost missed my truck and the content that it was so easy, and the payment was very, very nice. Yeah, I don't want to complain and be a downer, but it's just hard to invest in a $8,000 supercharger for the truck and pay for it to get installed and tuned. It's gonna be over a $10,000 project on a truck that gets mediocre views. It's crazy. This is like a way crazier machine, and my Colorado got crazier views. But I hope that the truck is back up and running, at least for Colorado, because it's really gonna need to be firing on all cylinders for that trip. That trip's gonna be nuts. We're gonna really be pushing it to its limits. Plus, I'm out in the middle of nowhere, and God only knows what mechanics cost in one of the most expensive cities on the planet. I mean, for God's sakes, gas out there is like $8 a gallon. I can't imagine what it is to get something fixed, especially something major. Or God forbid, have to get it recovered on the mountain and then get it fixed. Follow me on Instagram, RFRacing717. You guys can find that down in the description, I believe. So close to 20,000 followers. If you guys want to give me a follow on that, I'll be doing a giveaway at 20,000 followers. Give me an RIP down in the comments if you made it this far in the video. RIP for the Silverado ZR2 and possibly the 6.2 liter engine. I appreciate all the love and support. Likes are always appreciated. If you want to give me a like, it helps out so much, and it'll make this video just go further in the algorithm. Maybe GM will even notice this and I'll get reached out by them, and they'll be able to fix this problem or rectify it in some way, or even just get a statement from them like, hey, we've been noticing problems with the 6.2s for a couple years now. We're really trying to get on the ball and fix this. I don't know. I'm glass half full kind of guy. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.
Says, man, you gotta make an effort. Feel like all I do on earth is just say yes, sir.